All right, Jensen?
Yeah, you? Good?
Yeah, how's it been going?
Pretty good, yeah. Take 8, Jensen Pughe.
Jensen, you've been doing pretty good. What was last couple of races? What's happened there? How's it gone all so well?
Yeah, we've sort of last maybe three or four rounds, we've come away with a trophy every time. So I know where I should be, do you know what I mean? I kind of expect it, but it's just now it's starting to finally come together.
When we came to see you and we filmed, you had a great Friday and then it all sort of went wrong on the Saturday. Yeah. So what's it like to have that emotion and then start hitting podiums?
I mean, it feels good now, obviously, that we've got there, but like when you have them situations where one thing goes wrong and then you start making changes on all the kart, and you change too much, and then all of a sudden you go out and it's all like, it puts you down a little bit and like ruins your motivation. But like the best thing you can do is just move on to the next day and just keep going with a positive mindset, because that's the worst thing you can have is like going in with like almost annoyed and just not happy with how it's going, because it's just only gonna get worse.
And then you've hit podium, so that bad days turned into good days. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's good. Like long time coming. Like we haven't been where we are for probably maybe 3 or 4 years. Obviously, we broke my leg, so that didn't help. But it's back to where I want to be, right end of the grid, not anywhere near the middle of the bottom.
How old were you when you got started in karting?
I think I started racing on just local corporate karting, like rental karting track, when I think was about 5. I moved into got my first kart, I think about 10, my own one. I've been doing it, I started doing championships, again, rental karting when I was 8. So there was that kind of little 2 or 3 years where I just sort of was doing a little bit here and there, but I just still wasn't that keen on it. But then when I first started properly doing it at 8, that's been pretty much my whole life.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So at the moment, through that journey, who's been your inspirations in motorsport?
My dad at first, ignoring the big names and all of that. Not saying he wasn't good, but just because that's obviously what got me into it. Just ever since I was little, seeing him driving around, and that's just the main inspiration. But then again, you've got the likes of Lewis Hamilton, especially the younger drivers like Lando Norris and Kimi Antonelli. Now you see these young drivers that are not much older than me, and they're living their dream in F1. So I would say that's probably the next after my dad.
How, going into the next few races, how do you mentally and physically prepare?
If you go there in the mindset of I'm going to win, I'm the fastest, almost a bit of arrogance, and that's what always seems to help. I think it's a lot of bringing that winning attitude into the weekend that helps sort of how it's going to go. Sponsors
are key as you go forward in your career. How important is that you've got people already backing you and believing in you?
Yeah. In terms of affordability, it's such an expensive sport. You've got people spending thousands and thousands and every weekend, and if it weren't for sponsors, we wouldn't be able to keep up. You have to have the best equipment to be right up the top. You couldn't have them new things if it weren't for the sponsors and all of that help and backing behind it.
That's good. And it feels like all these things are starting to come together.
Yeah.
So what's your goals in motorsport for the next, let's say, next 12 months maybe?
Next 12 months. Maybe venture a couple of races into cars if I can, just here and there, just dabble a bit in that. But I think I just enjoy the karting so much. If the opportunity comes, I'll go to cars, but I think it's that we're looking for that right moment. But at the moment, I'm happy with what I'm doing now. Maybe dabble a bit in the British Champs, couple of European rounds if I can, just again about affordability. But I'm open to anything. I just enjoy the racing. If it's whatever keeps me in a car or on a track is what I'm happy with.